Hi everybody, Mr. Politics here, and welcome to another video. Supposedly, PSG fans rioted last night. Well, that's what the rumours going around of when PSG won the Champions League for the first time. That's what the media is reporting, but it's more like migrants rioting. And it was a night of chaos in Paris last night, as either PSG fans ran riot or it was migrants. My money's on the migrants, because this is what the continent of Europe gets when we have mass immigration immigrants coming into different countries, especially in France. And some of these migrants have been stuck in France for a long while, trying to find out whether they'll be granted asylum in France. Well, you know what the French government are like. They're doing everything they can to get rid of them. And you know what where they're getting them rid of to the UK. Nobody wants these people, and not only we don't want them either, but supposedly it was the Paris Saint-Germain fans that caused the trouble last night when the French police had to tear gas them. But according to reports, more like migrants. They didn't seem Paris Saint-Germain fans to me, although they could be. They could be just wearing normal clothes and causing trouble. I mean, what if it had been, say, an English team had lost the Champions League and the English fans had gone on the rampage? But we shall soon find out who was behind this, but you can bet your life it was probably migrants who've been stuck in France for like I've said, a long while, stuck in limbo, and they've decided that they've had enough and they want to get out of France, and they'll soon be coming our way. I mean, look how many arrived yesterday on small boats. The figures are going up, and of course Starmer has lost control of our borders. He doesn't care. He doesn't seem to have a clue how to put a stop to it. Like I've said, this is what happens when Europe opens their borders to these people and let them in. I mean, I'm coming from all over the world. These migrants, every country you can name they've come from. And mostly from the Middle East, Syria and other parts of the Middle East. And I suppose it won't be long before we have the Gazans making their way over to us, to Europe and to the UK. But yes, I dare say the media, the mainstream media, if you can call them the mainstream media, they'll be saying it's football hooligans. But what it really mean is that it was the migrants rioting. You know what the French police are like? They don't mess about, do they? Once a riot starts, they get stuck in, and they use tear gas to disperse them. It's a pity our police can't use that to disperse these pro-Palestinian protests every weekend we have to put up with. But of course, if the government told the police they could use this, but they wouldn't be allowed, because you know what our police are like. Instead of going in hard on these demonstrations, especially the pro-Palestinians. They are sympathising with them. But like I've said, the French police, they don't mess about, do they? Once a riot starts, they soon get stuck into them. But I suppose it'll all come out about what it was. But I think you'll probably find it was migrants causing the trouble. Although they'll probably blame the Paris Saint-Germain football supporters for it. I mean, it was supposed to be a night of celebration, wasn't it? With PSG winning the Champions League. And instead, it ended up with riots. I wonder what UEFA are going to do about this. Will they condemn it? I don't think they will, but if it was an English football supporters, they would, most certainly would. They'd blame the English football supporters for it. But since it's the French football supporters, or it could be migrants, they won't blame them for it. Well, anyway, that's the end of this video. Mr. Politics here signing off. And remember, don't believe the lies.